Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, Part 14, Episode 3 of the Timeline. December 22nd, 2025. The sun is shining. I can see it peeking through the blinds in the window. I plan to wrap gifts today, clean house, and finish last-minute things before Christmas. But before I get started, I have a few errands to run and to go check on our friend's project he's doing. When I get back home, I start the gift wrapping. I finish up with what I had left, and then I clean. After I'm done, I want to record, but I decide to wait until tomorrow. December 23rd, 2025. I thank the big guy in the sky. I pray the episode to record is easy to get through. At times I have okay episodes, and at times I have emotional episodes. They are hard to get through. I do it, but it is hard. But it is a day to record, so I will do that. Wish me well. December 24th, 2025. It's Christmas Eve. The episode airs tonight, and I'm real hopeful that a Christmas miracle will bring Megan's story to light. Wishful thinking. I pray it does, and I pray it gets fixed. For Megan and all of them. They deserve to rest. They deserve to have their burial marker, their headstone above them, not feet from them. December 25th, 2025. Merry Christmas to all. I thank God for this day. I get our dinner started this morning. Madison calls to ask if we can meet at the cemetery, so we did. At 2:45 p.m., I pull up to Wyatt. I take a photo of his area. The next picture is of his headstone, side view. In the third picture, it's of Wyatt's headstone with his red and white flowers and his snowman stake in the ground. The next picture is of the same. We visit with Wyatt. I leave him a candy cane and I walk to the vehicle. I pull up to Megan in Babyland 6th West. The first picture I take is a full view. Megan's flowers are here. Others do have their flowers too, and I'm happy to see that. The second picture is of the southeast headstone, which has pink and white flowers stuck in the ground nearby, and then onto the rock headstone with white and light yellow flowers stuck in the ground near the rock. A couple headstones to the west has flowers also, and then onto the Mother Mary statue. In the third picture, it's of the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, standing east of the south tree, the existing tree, to Megan's flowers to the west with her penguin snowman stake in the ground. There are a few headstones showing to the south of the tree, which should set north of the tree. In the next picture, it's of Megan's flowers close up. Also showing is 7 headstones out of their location, as pictures from 1999 to 2015 shows. The 5th picture is of the same, showing also the newly set in headstone. The 6th picture shows the newly set in headstone, which was set in 2019, dated 1992, with the trinket setting on top. In the 7th picture, it shows from the newly set in drain, set in 2019, to the black and white Babyland sign, to the double headstones that are out of their location, as pictures show, and onto the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, to the tree, the existing tree, the south tree, I express that. Megan's flowers stand stuck in the ground west of the tree, and then onto the newly set in headstone. Headstones in this picture to the south needs to be moved to the north. In the 8th picture, it shows from the south of the tree to the north where out of place headstones sit and the location of where the north tree sat. The 9th picture is of the same location north of the existing tree. In the 10th picture, it shows from the tree to the north, moving more north. We then visit with Megan, and then a little while later, we leave the cemetery. I went home to meet everyone for Christmas dinner, and it's been a great day. And at the end of the day, as I'm going to bed, I receive pictures of my granddogs. The pictures show them having their Christmas, and I feel so blessed and thankful for all. December 26, 2025. Today I'm cleaning and going to rest. De-stress. Everyone have a good day. December 27, 2025. A nice temperature for the end of December. 73 degrees. Cloudy, but doable. This afternoon I went to the country to help out our friend. I arrive and start to clean, and when I took the trash out to set it in the back of his truck until he drives it down to the end of the driveway for his trash container, I noticed clouds in the sky. The sun's peeking through what it can be to the sky being covered in white and dark clouds. I go back in the house to finish up and then to leave a short time later to get home. Upon getting home, I make a cup of hot tea to sit down to relax. December 28, 2025. I thank God. We have a visitor coming today to unwrap his Christmas gifts. He's excited for being here, and we are happy to see him too. When they leave, I do some more laundry to get ready for the week ahead. And then later this evening, I receive pictures of one of my granddogs getting to go to the store. I do like receiving these kind of pictures. I watched TV for a little bit and then called it a night. December 29th, 2025. The sun shines through the clouds at times, and I thank God. I have errands to run today and getting ready for Madison's birthday. So while I'm out, I did drive through the cemetery. It looks so cold and dreary here. I sit in the car to visit Wyatt for a short time. Then I pull around to visit Megan. I also sit in the car to visit with her. A short time later, I leave the cemetery, and of course, with tears in my eyes. I get home, I relax a bit, and then I get Madison's gifts wrapped. When I finish, I work in the screenplay for a couple hours before I went to bed. You all have a good night. December 30th, 2025. It's Madison's birthday eve, as my grandbabies call the day before their birthdays. They are too funny. When I start my day, I finish cleaning, and this afternoon I went to the country. As I get close to his house, there is a green pasture of land, bright green, and there are a row of geese at the top of a hill of green. It's a nice nature picture. I drive on to our friends. I pick him up to take him to the stores. We were gone a couple hours, and by the time we get back to his house, I'm too tired to do any type of cleaning. I help him with his groceries, putting things away for him, and then I leave. When I get home, my granddaughter came to visit. She is just learning to drive. December 31st, 2025. Happy birthday to Madison. And to all, stay safe on this New Year's Eve. Madison came over. We visit and we plan to go to dinner tonight and let her have her gifts. But first we went to the cemetery. At 12:41 p.m. I pull up to Wyatt's area. I snap a picture from the street, and in the next picture is of the same but a closer view. We visit with Wyatt, then I pull around to visit Megan. When I pull up, I take a picture of the full view. Just south of the electrical pole to the north of the tree, the existing tree. Picture 2 is of the same area. In the third picture, it's of the southeast headstone. She still has the pink and white flowers at her headstone. And then on to the rock headstone with the white and yellow flowers. And on west to headstones, we also set flowers on, and the Mother Mary statue. The fourth picture is of Megan's area close up. Her flowers are here, and her penguin stake is stuck in the ground. In the fifth picture, it's of the south edge of the tree, showing Megan's flowers and headstones to the south, which should set north of this tree. In the sixth picture, it's from the small newly set-in drain to the black and white Babyland sign. Both of these items was newly set in since the floodwater. And on to the double headstones, which should set north of this existing tree, and on to the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, to the existing tree, to the west where Megan's flowers stand, stuck in the ground. And then on west to the newly set in 2019, as the drain did too. The seventh picture is north of the existing tree, shows headstones that sit here now, where the headstones to the south of the tree should be at rest, but they are not, because floodwaters moved the headstones on May 7, 2015, and I know 100%, I know this is the truth. Not just looking at pictures and comparing them, even looking at an overlay picture of the area at Babyland 6th West, but knowing too, even after they cut the north tree out, after a storm broke it in half, I still sat under the south tree, the existing tree, visiting with Megan for 5 years when the floodwater moved the headstones. And even then, I'd visit under the south tree, the existing tree, and put her flowers and trinkets on her headstone until November 26, 2019, when the headstone was dug up. And now having more questions than answers, even from before this date. This picture and a video of the day of the headstone being dug up, and just to point out, they found a casket 2.4 feet deep in the ground to a casket that does not look like the casket combo we buried Megan in. And even more questions now. Please consider everything, especially the truth. In the next picture, the picture is taken from the north side of the tree. Megan's flowers are seen, and headstones to the south of the tree and the north, all out of location headstones. When I finish visiting with Megan, I walk around and observe the area. We leave the cemetery, and when I get home, we decide to have dinner and cake at my house instead of going out. We had a really nice evening, and before I end this year, 2025, I want to say I'm saddened by yet another year has gone by and yet no answers, no nothing. But let me say again, it's not going away. The city of Moore needs and should own it and do what's right. I pray to all you have a safe and healthy new year, and let this be the year for Megan. Happy 2026. January 1st, 2026. This morning I get up, I thank God, and I start my day. And being the first day of the year, I did drive through the cemetery. I didn't bring my phone with me, but it's okay. Everything looks as it did yesterday, and I came for the holiday. I love you, my angels. Show Nana the way. Show me what to do. Let's get it done. This year, I leave the cemetery, and when I get home, I did work in the screenplay, and then I called it a day. January 2nd, 2026. I thank God for opening my eyes. I clean house this morning, and I go to our friend's house to clean for him. I didn't have much. He had more than I wanted to clean, but I did get it done. When I get home, he calls me to tell me thank you, and he's really impressed of how fast I can clean his house. I tell him I just start and I get it done. He laughed. We talked a little longer and then hang up. January 3rd, 2026. I'm thankful for this day. The sun is shining, so it isn't all bad. So today I'm writing an episode, or at least start to write it. Have a great afternoon. January 4th, 2026. I did get the episode written yesterday. I have not reread it or timed it, but I'm doing that in a little while. I did receive some pictures from Madison this morning, and they put a smile on my face. As my day moves on, I did reread and time the episode. I also worked in the screenplay after I found the episode is long enough. I then sat to relax before bed. January 5th, 2026. I have a lot to be thankful for. I received pictures this morning too from Madison, and I enjoy them. And then later this evening, I went to the cemetery. At 5:04 p.m., I pull up to see Wyatt. The first picture, it's hazy looking in the sky. The glare of the light from the sky is making the pictures look hazy. In the second picture, too. In the third picture, wow, the sky is a darker blue with white clouds above the treetops and rooftops. The sun is shining that looks like a glowing star, bright yellow and golden around the edges. Then I pull around to visit Megan. The area is golden, the sun is setting, and it is bright yellow. Megan's flowers are gone, and the southeast headstone and the rock headstone has none either. There are a few that still has theirs, but the others are gone. It's not the time for the cleanup of off the flowers, but who knows? The second picture, it's of the same area in Babyland 6th West. The area is in a golden haze. The area is seeable, but hazy. The third picture is of the southeast headstone, the rock headstone, and on west, the area looks hazy. The headstones look hazy. And then on to the Mother Mary statue. The fourth picture is of Megan's area without the flowers. Sad but true. And I mean, why? And the fifth picture is of the lineup from the newly set in small drain to the newly set in headstone. And I can tell you the story about that. The sixth picture, it's a beautiful picture of the sun setting south of the electrical pole, and there is two lines glowing from it, one line going upward and one line glowing downward. The picture also shows the whole area of Babyland 6th West. In the seventh picture, it's of the same area with the sun going down with the lines glowing still. The eighth picture is north of the south tree. The golden sun is still glowing and it makes the area look golden hazy. And wow. This ninth picture, the sun is big and golden. It's setting between the electrical pole and the tree. The headstones between the pole and that tree are not visible because of the glow from the sun. North of the tree, you can see headstones. I visit with Megan, and a while that I do, I look at the pictures I just took. As I sit here, I get tears in my eyes, and I pray and talk to God and my angels. I soon leave the cemetery to get home. I cannot record tonight, but I can tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.